the pages of Scripture, not every story is about strength that never falters. Some are about hearts that fell and were lifted again by grace. This is the story of John Mark, the young man who learned that God's call does not end in failure, but in redemption. John Mark was a young follower of Christ from Jerusalem. He grew up in a home that welcomed the early believers, the same house where Peter found refuge after being freed from prison. From those early days, his heart burned with a quiet desire to serve. So when Paul and Barnabas set out on their first missionary journey, John Mark joined them, eager to be part of God's great work. At first, it was thrilling. New lands, new faces, miracles of faith. But the road was hard, the days were long, and the journey wearying. And somewhere along the way, John Mark turned back. We're not told exactly why. Perhaps he was afraid, perhaps unprepared. But to Paul, it felt like desertion, a wound of disappointment. Later, when Barnabas suggested bringing John Mark again, Paul refused. The disagreement was sharp, and they went separate ways, Paul with Silas, and Barnabas with John Mark to Cyprus. Yet grace had not finished its work. Barnabas, true to his name, son of encouragement, saw more than failure in the young man. He took Mark under his care, guided him, restored him. Through that patient mentoring, John Mark grew stronger. He learned that a stumble can become the first step toward maturity, that grace does not erase the past, it redeems it. In time, Mark became a faithful servant again. He traveled, ministered, and wrote, and his name was remembered for the gospel that still bears it today. The gospel according to Mark years later, an older Paul sat imprisoned in Rome. His heart softer now, his words humbler. He wrote to Timothy, "Bring Mark with you, for he is useful to me for ministry." From rejection to restoration, what a journey. The same man once left behind was now trusted again. And that is the story of John Mark, the story of grace that gives us all another chance. So when you stumble, when you feel you've fallen too far to rise again, remember this truth. God is not finished with you. His mercy restores. His purpose remains. This is the mark of grace, the story of John Mark, and the story of every believer redeemed by love. If this blesses you, hit the subscribe button and share it to someone.